parts are in. We now have the new springs for our coilovers. These are from Novatech. These springs will allow us to get some super clean fitment on the Ferrari so we can finally install these wheels and get this thing going.
Apparently these springs are perfect for the perfect for the Ferrari because it makes it still feel like a Ferrari instead of downgrading the feel, you know?
So because these are coilovers and not just normal and typical like shocks that you get on a car, where you would normally put springs on a car, you're lowering the shocks and you're actually like, the car would technically be riding more rough because it's sitting lower, more compressed than it normally is, but because these are coilovers and we're just changing out the springs, we're still gonna maintain that super nice ride quality and have adjustable comfort when we switch to our modes. We're just gonna be sitting a little bit lower because of the new springs. So this is a very, very popular option rather than just getting a whole new set of coilovers. So first things first, we need to figure out how these things are actually installed because it looks like there's a couple pieces that have to be done, and we'll get to it.
We're gonna start with the back.
Because the backs were super easy if you guys don't remember that.
I already have it out. Let's get amongst it, Teach.
Because Calvin likes to say how much smarter... Because Calvin's smarter than me, Calvin's gonna explain to you guys how this works here.
Hey,
Calvin.
My name's Calvin and I'm smarter than you.
Go ahead, take it away, Calvin.
We removed this lock collar, which is the bottom hat of the bigger spring that's sitting over there, and we replaced it with whatever they gave us. We kept the bottom one so it locks. If you don't have that, your car can lower spontaneously and you'll lose your rear diffuser, and Ferrari rear diffusers are expensive.
I interrupt this program to let you guys know that you're probably about two minutes or so into the video, so I want to let you guys know that by the time you're watching this, you probably have like, it's probably happening right now. Calvin is doing a 24-hour live stream on his Twitch. I'm gonna put all the information up on the screen, so either by the time you're watching this video, it's already happening, or it's about to begin. The link in the description down below will be Calvin's 24-hour live stream. You guys do not wanna miss that. It's down below. We're all gonna be there. It's gonna be a great time. The instructions came with minimum height requirements for these springs, so we're just taking measurements right now, getting a 22-centimeter gap, and that will be our ride height. I think we might have to raise it just a little bit because our wheel sizes are different than what theirs are, but we're just putting these springs together. What really matters is the bottom spring, and this one goes on top with this new little pillow bushing, and then it just goes all back together. What we learned a couple days ago is that the front really has no adjustment. When you lower the front with the coilovers and you raise it, like your max height difference, pretty minimal, really doesn't do anything. And with these springs, you have a centimeter of height change with these springs. So basically what I'm trying to say is, when you install these front springs in the car, it just gets dumped. It goes as low as it possibly can. Like, we're actually gonna be setting our coil height as high as possible to max with these springs to give us a height that will literally barely fit. The tire's almost gonna be tucking if our math is correct. So it's pretty much the full send up front, and the rears, we did our math, our height should be like pretty good. We're gonna have an aggressive stance 458 after this. I'm super excited. Just like that, we have all the springs on, and before we tighten everything down completely, we're gonna go ahead and throw the wheels on, check our fitment, make our measurements, and see if we need to adjust anything. But
front is full send, that's all we got, baby.
Yeah, the front is a full send.
You only got lower. You can only go down on this elevator, Teach.
Yeah. All right, let's put these wheels on and get to it. Moment of truth. Calvin and I's guess is that the car is gonna be too low, that the Ferrari's gonna stay on the lift, and we're probably gonna have to like jack the car up and then get it off, but hopefully not. Calvin, bring her down nice and easy, brother. Yup, keep her going. I think we're still on the lift. 100% still on the lift. But I mean, so far, dude, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. That front still needs to come down. So we need to find a way to jack this car up, which probably to you guys doesn't sound like that annoying, but there's no frame rails on this car, so you can't just jack up a side. All right, stand by as we figure out a way to jack this car up when it's on the lift. All right, with some smart thinking of some wood blocks, we have our fitment. I think this is pretty close. We have different heights on different wheels. They're all pretty close. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. And yes, the suspension has not settled because we haven't rolled it back and forth, but this gives us a pretty good idea of what we're gonna look like. With the rear, one thing that I really do not want to have to deal with is a bunch of like rubbing. Although they are super big tires and they're super wide, like you can always kind of expect a little bit, but I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can with getting the best look that I can. I haven't rolled these fenders, nor do I want to roll these fenders. On the other side, we have a piece of wood that is a little bit taller, so the wheel's actually like even closer, and it looks insane. That is probably like the most hot boy you can get. Like I can't even put a finger through that, and this is something I'm trying to avoid. Like I said, we're higher over here, so I don't think this is our exact fitment, but that would 100% rub without even trying. But it looks really cool. Like looking from this angle, oh my gosh, this car is so insane. Our front looks pretty good. Even if we lowered it another centimeter, it wouldn't really change too much. So I'm probably gonna keep it a little bit higher just to be safe, because I hate rubbing. I rub a lot in that car, and I rubbed a lot in that car, and I even rubbed a lot in my RX-7. I'm not trying to rub on the Ferrari. Now it's time to put it back up. We're gonna tighten everything down and button this car up. All right, we're back up. We have the wheels off the car. Now we're gonna go through and just tighten everything, put back all of our sensors, and then we gotta put back these front fender wells, and we gotta put back the trunk, and then we gotta put back everything in the rear. And then we'll set it down, and then we should be good to head off tomorrow morning to Ferrari. So now it's just trying to put everything back together. I apologize if I'm doing a bad job at filming this. It's really hard to film it when I'm out here just like figuring out as I go and just trying to keep concentrated, but I wanna keep you guys updated. I have all the fender liners in the car, front and rear, and I just put the fronts together for the first time. These are brand new, these are reused, but the whole of the right side is all brand new. Everything went together pretty good. I'm missing probably a couple pieces of hardware on both sides just because I don't have the bolts that are necessary, but like what's cool about these fender liners is that like once they're in, like it's so perfect to the underside of this car that you don't even need hardware really. Like the hardware is there, but like it's and doesn't move when it's in the car. So I have both those on. Now I'm trying to do the best job that I can, because when I go to Ferrari tomorrow, I don't want them to look at it and be like, ooh, this guy's car is a piece of crap, and like black flag my cars. I kind of told you guys about if you're updated with the videos. But all of these are in now. Because these front fender liners are in, we can go ahead and start putting in the front cowls and the front tub for the last time.
Oh, she's looking like she's done. I just got a couple screws to each.
Kind of. This is the most done we've ever had the car. That's crazy.
Kind of.
Do you realize that I've had diarrhea since Easter's?
Do you not realize I have had diarrhea since Easter's?
Do you realize that this has taken us 2 months? In 2 months, taken a completely wrecked 458 and brought it back to life.
I mean, it's completely wrecked. Smashed front end, for sure.
I mean, it was
Now
wrecked.
it looks like a Ferrari.
Oh my God. Tripping out. All right, I'm just putting on these wheels while Calvin's buttoning up that front. I'm hoping that we're not too low. I have a bad feeling right now that when we get this thing on the ground and let it sit and settle, that it's gonna go even lower and the rears are gonna be non-drivable. Really hoping that's not the case. Last but not least, we have to put back the remaining 3 undercarriage pieces. This is actually the first time we've actually mocked this up. This one's super simple. That one just literally goes wham right there, and then we're gonna have 2 corner pieces that kind of fill up the front end of the car, and that was the big piece that we hammered off.
Yeah.
Yep, remember that? If you guys remember in the beginning of the video, there was this weird bracket right here that was just in the way.
It doesn't explain these ones though.
That might go into those. Whoa. All right, boys, moment of truth. We are going to back this thing off of the blocks, get our real first kind of look to see how low this thing really is. The car as of right now is completely buttoned up. There's no loose ends at all. So hopefully we don't have any little weird issues right now. We can call it a day. Is that too low? Oh, fuck. Damn. How's the other side? Ow! The thing is, like, I don't know if that's too low.
I think this needs to go lower.
Nah, I kind of like having a little security in the front.
Security,
A
schmurity.
little security.
Security, schmurity, Teach.
Dude, it looks so good! We did it!
Nice. High
We
five.
did it! Oh, fuck. I don't know, we don't know how gnarly, like, it's gonna be in the rear. Like, I don't know. Do we raise it?
No.
Or do we drive it like
Drive
that
it like
tomorrow?
that. Just
What if we hear it and shit?
if you hear a rub, then you know we need to raise it.
All right, guys, well, that is where we are gonna end this video today. Everything is buttoned up on the car. I'm satisfied with it. I think we're ready. I think we are ready to go to Ferrari tomorrow. I've been saying that it's gonna happen on Thursday, but it got pushed back because we were waiting on these springs and they arrived a day late. So long story short, Friday, which is tomorrow, first thing we're gonna drive this to a dealership and hopefully they don't freak out when they see it. All right, boys, hope you guys like the new look. Don't forget Calvin's live stream. It's probably already happening right now. And if it's not, you either missed it or it's about to happen. Either way, check the link down below. Check out Calvin's Twitch. Well, he'll be live streaming for 24 hours. And you can subscribe to his Twitch to make him do ridiculous things. I will see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out and keep moving forward.
Check out this premium condensation. As much as this is a good thing, we're gonna change it out. Here we have the new Tom's tail light. This is essentially Miley's new booty cheek. Let's go install it.